What's up, homies? Today I've got something a little bit different than normal. 3 competitive matches of Shiv Cartel versus Pax Romana. If you want to see the lineup of who's playing, be sure to pause the video on one of my scoreboard checks. If it's hard to read, I do apologize. Sometimes YouTube compression really messes up my videos. The only way I can think to fix this is by recording in a higher quality, but I only have so much space on my PC. I edited out a whole lot less on this video than I normally do because I want everyone to see just how different competitive matches are than regular public lobbies. I normally can do something like 40 and 10, fight on the objective alone for quite a while, but that's just not something that anyone can do when everyone is at least good at the game, if not an actual monster. We end up running 3 rounds for this series. Let me know what you think. The final score will be in the comments down below. This video will feature occasional commentary just explaining my decisions and why I'm making them, or just generally what's going through my mind. With that being said, grab some popcorn and lock in for what ends up being some extremely intense matches. One thing I'd like to bring up is playing on 60 plus ping is not easy. I'm West and these are on East servers. It took me a while to figure out when I need to counter in general, never mind juggling that between multiple opponents, having the reaction time for it all, and everyone here being good players just makes it that much harder. This is by no means an excuse, it's absolutely doable, just something I thought to mention. This life ends up just being a waste. I didn't realize how low numbers we had here and just how much control the enemy team had. I made a mistake in kind of just rushing in. I had only one other ally against 5 or 6 enemies. Obviously, you just can't handle that. Here, I was kind of torn between wanting to get in and get some fights in and staying on the objective. I ended up deciding just to kind of go to the back. We had really good control, and every single man on the objective counts, so I kind of stayed back here, grabbed some points. The boys had it under control.
Well fought! We have taken the fortifications! It won't work. Ho ho! The Agathian flagships are anchored in port! Destroy them!
Let's roll together! Let's roll together! All right.
There's a lot of instances for me where this is just something I need to work on. I see these guys kind of XV1ing him, and I go in to help and realize that if I swing, I'm probably just going to end up hitting an ally and end up just swinging off to the side. Here I end up coming on the boat. I have only one other teammate. We're outnumbered. I take too many hits, and I just kind of have to fall back because otherwise it's just going to be another wasted life. Now immediately I see the boys coming in from the top of the boat, and I end up rejoining the fight. Looking back on these 3 matches, I definitely should have played Battle Axe Vanguard, as that way more complements the style that I end up playing in these. I'm kind of forced to play this kind of hang up behind the front line, go in, grab a few hits when I can kind of play style, at least with where my skill level is at on East Ping. And that just kind of ambush style, get a heavy hit in here and there, just way better on Battle Axe Vanguard than it is on War Axe Knight, whereas War Axe Knight is way more of a frontliner, and I'm not really playing that frontline role on this class. Regardless, it didn't really hurt the team at all, but I think that would have been better for me, and I probably would have been a bigger help to the team had I played Battle Axe Vanguard and stuck hard to that kind of ambush play style. You're going to see me run back and heal just a lot and kind of be very, very cautious with my lives, because a death in a competitive match, I feel, is a lot more harmful than it is normally. One less guy on the front, one less guy helping the team, and you're just absent for so long. When everyone's good, you really need to have numbers at all times, and even if you're not, you know, that top guy of the lobby getting tons of kills, that one extra guy, even if you're just keeping a couple enemies distracted or getting a few chip shots in, is just really, really crucial for everybody to be at their best. Now here I fall back. I just didn't feel like I had enough numbers to be up exactly where I was in the ship, and I end up making another go at it here.
I can't. I don't think so. Distressing.
With the boats down, we are on to the gates.
Masons, use their own tourniquets against the main gate. Up and into the fray. That's about enough.
This is the only time you're going to see me carrying petards or explosives or anything like that, is in a comp lobby. I will not do this in a regular public lobby. I just feel like I'm way more valuable up on the front in those kind of settings. Here, definitely need to be getting the explosives. There's only 20 of us, everyone needs to pitch in. Now there I pushed up because I was trying to get it so that the explosion from the gate killed me rather than giving a kill to somebody on the enemy team, but I couldn't pull it off. We end up cutting this objective really close. You're going to see me just kind of trying to push up the front line or moving explosives up this whole time for this whole couple of minutes. I think Durag ends up killing me more than any other single player here, and it's just kind of funny because he's also in CK, but he's playing for PAX obviously in this match. This is exactly what I was going for here. I lost my arm, and I'm not going to do anything impactful with a one-handed axe and low health. Dying to the gate, exactly what I needed right here. If you noticed, we do have the actual 20v20 now. We had a couple of guys show up late. We started with 19 on both teams, and we are actually evened out now.
Won't work. Relics are destroyed. Keep smashing.
I feel like I just pushed up a little bit too far on this one. Had I been just slightly farther back, this is probably a life that I would get back.
The Agathian relics lie in ruins. The enemy is in retreat. The Agathians are holding out in the church. Assault the church!
Just dreadful.
Now, I personally always preach nobody goes monk, right? Because as soon as that church door hits 50%, it's going to offer monks, and you're going to lose 12 players in a pubby, or you're going to lose, I think it's 8 players in a 20v20. That's almost half your team. You lose that, you just automatically lose that objective, and that's a very defendable objective. There's a couple of decisions the PAX teams makes here that I just outright don't agree with, and that's one of them. I do think that that cost them a lot of time.
That is probably going to leave a mark.
Time to teabag their beloved Phaedrid and move on to the next match. I went 23-10 here. I am actually pretty proud of myself. I am fairly new to the competitive scene in Chivalry, so this felt really, really good for me. On to defending Galencourt. Let me know how you think we're going to do here in the comments. Now, we ended up saying that everyone can kind of just pick their own decision if they want to run or if they want to fight right away on the front line. And that, I guess, prompted everybody to turn around and run. I don't end up making it up there, so I make a stand as long as I can, which isn't very long, and end up dying pretty quickly. Maybe I take commends a little bit too seriously. I probably do. No, I definitely do. But I do think you should always commend in a competitive lobby. Just always. Also, silly mistake there in the back. I was just, I don't know, still in the attacking kind of feeling and hit the door. Quickly realized I wasn't dealing any damage to it.
The outer fortifications have been occupied. Fall back to the docks. Defend the flagships. Do not allow.
I want you guys to notice that we're not, for the most part, CK isn't staying kind of to defend in this middle ground area. You'll get a full take on this next week when I do my Galencourt video. But it's, in my opinion, it's not a good idea, and the boys pretty much agree. We all fall back, immediately get right on the objective. I run off the ship here for a little bit and then run right back on. That's because they were talking in voice chat about how there are a couple guys on the back boat, but before I ended up turning back around, they had mentioned they didn't need any more help back there, which is why I came back up here and ended up fighting on the first version. Now I bring my swing away from this guy because there's no one around to defend him. No one around to pick him back up. Now he is just spending more time behind a respawn timer, more time not in the fight. And that's just kind of one of those little things that you can do to make sure you have the upper hand in the match.
Do not let them ignite the powder cake.
Now, I turn away from this guy. Why? He's an archer, probably an easy kill, but he's not on the objective, and I'm not going to let him draw me off, which is why I just turn around and immediately get right back on.
His mercy knows no bounds.
Ignite the powder cake!
This ends up being a bad decision on my part that ends up working out well. Likely would have been better to go to the bridge and help out Patrick that way rather than jumping down and putting myself in a 1vx against good players. On good ping, I can probably get a kill or two in and hold them off for quite a while, making it meaningful, but on 60 ping, that just wasn't happening. They clutched up the first ship. Wait till you see what happens on the next one.
Oh! The lion's roar is lost! Its mast is broken! Rally to the Gold Maiden's defense!
(2-0), moving on to Bridgetown, where Pax elected to attack. For those of you who watched my Bridgetown video, remember when I said the bridge was the easiest kill objective to defend in the entire game? Yeah, watch what happens here. I grabbed a sword when I already had a sword because when you pick up the barricades, if you have the weapon that you spawn in with a peasant, you automatically drop it for some reason. So I just grabbed a new one, and that one wouldn't have been automatically dropped had I made it in time to grab a barricade. I honestly can't believe that not only did we make it back in time to get on the objective, but we got on the objective in time when they had this much progress and took full control of it.
I have wronged you.
If you've made it this far and want to see more Chivalry 2 competitive gameplay or ways to win on every single map in Chivalry 2, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below. If you're enjoying this competitive Chivalry 2 experience, be sure to subscribe as I will be doing more of these in the future. If you want to know how to win on every objective on every map in Chivalry 2, I've linked those down for you below as well.
Not possible.
I end up making way too many mistakes, including downing a teammate in this fight, and he's also keeping me off the objective, so I end up just disengaging altogether and getting back on point. Big shout out to Durag, as he has absolutely killed me more than any other single player has in this entire series by a very large amount.
Let's give him a surprise!
Trying to make it up here to just get a bandage so that I can heal later, and absolutely denied. It just wasn't happening.
I cannot.
Let's give him a surprise! I think it's so. Let's see.
Good games, Pax Romana. See you in the next one.
For Agatha!